Okay, hello first graders. Today we are looking at the topic 7 reteaching pages. We're at the end of that topic, which is exciting. We're going to find that on page 439. So if you can please make sure you have your books and your materials out. I'm going to share my workspace with you. There we go. Okay, so topic 7, reteaching is where we're at. And that page number is 439. And we're looking at set A. It says, you can count by tens when you have a lot of objects to count. So you can see here, our counters are organized in groups of 10. If you look at it closely, you can see it's just a 10 frame turned on its side is what they've done. Okay, so if we count by tens, let's do that together to find the total. We have, well, first let's count how many tens there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of tens. So my first fill in is there are 6 tens. Start there. Okay, so then how many does that equal altogether? 6 tens is the same as, we're going to count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 6 tens is equal or the same as 60. Okay, and then they ask you for the number word. The word name for 60 is, and we're going to write it here. We start with the word 6, like igloo, there's an X there, and then we add TY to the end, TY. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at number 1. Count by tens, write the number 3 different ways. So first we're going to write how many tens there are. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 groups of 10. So I'm going to write 10 here. Then we need to figure out how many 10 tens are. So let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So my number word is 100. And my word name, when I write out the word 100, it's 2 words. I'm going to start with the word one, which is a rule breaker, right? We got to learn this one by heart. O-N-E. 1. Okay. And then the next word is 100. So if I find how many syllables that is to start with, 100. 100. So I hear hun at the beginning, like umbrella. Hun. Okay, there's my first syllable. And then dread is my next syllable. So dr is a blend that we've seen. It's dr. Dr. Like elephant. Dread. I can hear the end. 100. Okay. All right, let's look at set B. It says you can use a number chart to count on by ones or tens. So here's a portion of our number chart. They show from 81 to 120. And the first one asks us to count on by ones. So they start us with 99, 100. And if I'm counting by ones, my next number is going to be 101. So they put that there, trace it, 101. My next number is 102. And finally, 103. Trace all 3 of those numbers. And we can check it on our chart, right? I go from 101 to 102, 103. Okay, so the directions for the next set ask us to use a number chart to count on. And I would just qualify this by saying use a number chart if needed to count on, because many of you are very good at counting on without a chart. So let's see the first one together. Count on by tens. I'm starting at 80. Okay, so if I'm using the number chart, I know that jumping down is what helps me to count by tens, right? So from 80, I would find 90. which is here. From 90, I would find 100. From 100, my next number would be 110. 1, 0, 10 is the way I write that. I'm sorry, 1, 1, 0 is the way I write that. And then my last number is 120, and I write that with 1, 2, 0. And if I check it on the number chart, I have 90, 100, 110, 120, right? I'm counting by 10, so I'm jumping down. And number 3 asks us to count by ones, and this time we're starting at 114. So counting by ones, my next number would be 115. Okay. And then 116, 116. Next would be 117, 117. And finally 118, 118. Okay. And we've practiced counting by both tens and ones in our Google Meets with our number spirals. And I think you guys are doing really well with it, but they do have a number chart here to go ahead and check our answers as we need to. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next set, set C. It says you can use an open number line to count on by ones or tens. So here's my open number line. We're starting at 29. And the first set is counting on by ones. So I jump +1 and I land at 30. Right? I jump +1. I'm going to put a little +1 here and I land at 31. I jump +1 and I land at 32. I jump +1. I land at 33. I jump +1. I land at 34. Okay. And you might need a little bit of time here. So if so, you can pause the video. And then we can take a look at the next number line, which is counting this time by tens. So here I'm starting at 35. And I jump +10. And I land at 45. Then I jump +10. And I land at 55. +10. And I land at 65. +10. And I land at 75. And finally +10. And I land at 85. Okay, so that's using an open number line to count by ones and then to count by tens. So if I look here at the directions for the next part, it says count on using the open number line. And number 4 wants us to start at 62, count on by tens to 102. So I'm going to stop at 102. I'm starting at 62, so that's going to be my first number. And if I jump +10, I'm going to land at 72. Right? And I'm going to jump +10 again because I know I need to get to 102. I'm not there yet. 72 +10 gives me 82. +10 takes me to 92. +10 takes me to 102. Okay, now I'm going to look at number 5. Start at 97. So here I am at 97. And this time they want me to count on by ones to 101. Okay, so from 97, I'm going to jump +1, and I land at 98. plus 1, and I land at 99. Plus 1, and I land at 100. And plus 1, and I land at 101. Okay. All right. That's where they're asking me to stop. So if you need some more time, you can go ahead and pause now. And then we're going to move to set D. And these directions ask us to count on by a number to find how many in all. So this time we have our puzzle pieces here scattered on the floor, and we know that in the box there are 80, right? So I'm going to just look at that information first, and then I'm going to go ahead and read the story. It says, Sean spills some puzzle pieces. 80 are still in the box. How many puzzle pieces are there in all? So let's take a look here. How many did they scoop up to begin with? Let's start there. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this circle, and then we'll count how many. Now, remember before I said one strategy you can use is putting a little dot as you count, and that way it's easier to keep track of what you've counted already. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as we go. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 scooped up here. So I'm going to gather another group of 10. Okay, and notice I'm going to use the same strategy, putting a little dot in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let me scoop up that group. There we go. Now I'm seeing here I don't have enough to add another group of 10, right? How many are left? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 are left. So now I know I have 80, and from there I can count on by 2 10s and add that 6 at the end. So I have 80, 90, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So my total is 106, which I write with 3 digits, 106. Okay, so that takes us to the end of topic 7. When we get back next week, we will be doing our topic assessment, and then we'll be moving on to topic 8. Okay, which for topic 8, you guys will have a brand new book. You've made it to the end of this book, which is something to celebrate. You guys have worked really hard. So I hope you have a great rest of the day. I will see you very soon. Until then, take care. Okay, guys, bye.